Well, in case you haven't heard, you've been underneath the rock. This week's a pretty big deal for a lot of our local teams. In high school, a win will earn you a spot in the state championship game. On the other hand, a win for UMHB will not only cap off another perfect season, it's going to bring home another national championship. The Crew won for the 29th consecutive time as they shut out Brockport 24-0 to advance to their second straight Stag Bowl. They'll take on Mount Union, who came from 25 points down to stun Wisconsin Oshkosh. So let's go ahead and put this in perspective here. UMHB's football program has been in existence for about 20 years. This will be Mount Union's 20th appearance in the Stag Bowl. Last year, the Crew knocked off the Purple Raiders 14-12 at Crusader Stadium. Head coach Pete Frettenberg was asked, what's different this time around?
It's just in the bigger stage. It's the national championship. You know, we got to play them here. They will have a formidable group there. You know, they're within driving distance. We have to fly. They've been there
20 times.
How many times?
20. It's their 20.
They've been there 20 times. So, you know, the city kind of embraces them, and so those are the things that will be a little different.
All right, some big news concerning the Baylor football team as defensive tackle James Lynch was named to the ESPN Freshman All-American team. Lynch led all Big 12 freshmen with 3 sacks. He's the first Baylor freshman to receive the honor since Katie Cannon, K.J. Smith, and Taylor Young were named in 2014. Lynch played in all 11 games, making 20 tackles and 5.5 tackles for loss. Well, when you get to this point in the playoffs, some coaches might try to do some things that they wouldn't have done or in the regular season or basically a few weeks ago. With the berth in the state championship well within reach, Midway head coach Jeff Hume has pretty much stayed the course. Saturday's win over South Lake Carroll was something we've seen all season, a high-powered offense, critical stops on defense. And when you play this team, you got to pick your poison, especially on offense, where they've scored 40 or more points in every single playoff game so far. Panthers will try to keep it going against number 10 Longview, who comes in at 13-1 after knocking off Lufkin 33-32.
You know, they're fast. They're not the biggest team we've seen, but you know, they play extremely hard. Coach King does a great job out there in East Texas getting those guys to play hard, and his son's the quarterback, a sophomore quarterback. So you know, he's going to be coached up well, and you know, they got some playmakers.
To the NFL, where Bryce Petty has been named the Jets starting quarterback after Josh McCown will miss the rest of the season with a broken left hand. Now the former Baylor standout saw game action for the first time this season, and it wasn't good. Petty went 2 of 9 for 14 yards. Jets as a whole had a total of 100 yards of offense. First up for Petty and the Jets, a trip to New Orleans to take on the NFC South leading Saints. Well, Scott Drew and his Baylor Bears check in at number 21 in the latest AP Top 25 poll. That sets a brand new school record of being ranked for 23 consecutive weeks. Bears are coming off a 105-82 win over Randall on Saturday. They'll start a 3-game homestand starting Thursday night against Texas Southern. Over to the women, where the Lady Bears have moved up 2 spots to number 6 in the AP Top 25. They're coming off a 105-43 win over North Dakota last week. Kalani Brown leads the nation, shooting 76% from the field, while Lauren Cox ranks 9th in the country, averaging 3 blocks a game. Lady Bears have won 5 in a row. Will host McNeese State Wednesday at 12 noon. So if you're not doing anything for lunch, go out to the Frill Center and root on those Lady Bears.